I will go first.
And to my chat, this is still Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's like tabletop.
Yeah. Because in reality, I don't have a dude desk or nothing. So I have to do tabletop. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Smart move, dumbass. Stupid cat. Jesus Christ. 2, 4. Hold on, I'm gonna see if you need to go outside. Okay. Skull. Okay. Okay. Set a card face. How about this? Okay. Set one card in my back row and. Ooh, wait, today. I think it could be this goes for some. Set a monster past the turn.
Three cards face down. Okay. Anything during my standby phase. Good so far. Still my turn.
Nope.
Main phase 1. I'll proceed to activate my quick play spell card, Wings of Light.
Okay.
This allows me to add a Supreme King Dragon or Supreme King Gate Pendulum monster from my deck to my hand. Response?
Nope, you're good.
In that case, I'm going to do just that and add Supreme King Gate Magician from my deck to my hand. Next, I'll set the pendulum scale with Scale 1 Supreme King Gate Magician and Scale 8 Double Iris Magician. Next, I'll activate Supreme King Gate Magician's Pendulum effect. By destroying itself, I can activate a different Supreme King Gate Pendulum monster in the same zone. And my target shall be Supreme King Gate 0 to be placed on the pendulum scale.
Okay.
Next, I'm going to Pendulum Summon Supreme King Gate Magician from the edge deck, then 2 other monsters from my hand. Harmonizing Magician for Chain Link 1 and Supreme King Gate Magician for Chain Link 2. Supreme King Gate Magician effect, I can add a card that mentions Supreme King Zark in its card text other than a spellcaster type. And the next Harmonizing Magician's effect will allow me to special summon a Magician Pendulum monster from my deck in defense position, but that monster's effects are negated.
Okay.
Now I'll be bringing out Purple Poison Magician. Next, I'll use Harmonizing Magician, White Wing Magician, and Supreme King Gate Magician to link some. I'll bring out Exceed the Pendulum. Upon its summon effect, if this card is link summoned, I can add a face-up Pendulum monster from my extra deck to my hand.
Okay.
My target will be Supreme King Gate Magician. Then next up, I'll set one card face down. And from there, I'll activate Exceed's quick effect. Special summon from my hand or graveyard in defense position, a pendulum monster whose levels are between the pendulum scales of 2 cards in my pendulum zones. And Supreme King Gate Magician fits the bill perfectly. Next, I'll use Exceed the Pendulum as 3 materials along with my 1 Purple Poison Magician. Unfortunately, because Purple Poison was summoned by the effect of Harmonizing Magician earlier, this card will now be banished.
Okay.
Now I will link summon into Access Code Talker. And because of that, when Access Code Talker is link summoned, I can target a link monster used for its link summon, and it gains attack points multiplied by 1,000, equal to the link ring of the monster at the time.
Okay.
So now Access Code Talker goes from 2,300 to 5,300. Next, I'll use Access Code Talker's effect to banish a link monster in my graveyard to destroy 1 card in the field. So I'll banish Exceed the Pendulum from my graveyard to destroy your face down monster.
Okay.
Next, I'll proceed to battle phase. Access Code Talker, direct attack.
Okay.
And with that, I will end my turn.
I draw.
Oh, remember to show you for accuracy.
Okay. Set a card past the turn.
Alright then, during your end phase, I will reveal my trap card, Soul of the Supreme Celestial King. I get to tribute a spellcaster type pendulum monster whose original attack points are 2,500. Then I can fusion summon one Supreme King Zard from my Ezreal by banishing fusion materials mentioned on it from my hand, main deck, Ezreal, field, and or graveyard. But that monster's effects are negated unless one of each Pendulum Dragon, BlazerDragon, Synchro Dragon, and Fusion Dragon monsters are currently banished. The banishment and fusion summons do not happen at the same time. So now, from my main deck, I will banish Adai's Pendulum Dragon.
Okay.
Next, from my extra deck, I will ban Starving Venom Predator Power Fusion Dragon, Crystal Clearwing Synchro Dragon, and Adai's Rebellion Xyz Dragon. Now I will fusion summon into Supreme King Zard. And because the specifically named monsters are currently banished at the time of its summon, Supreme King Zard's effect will not be negated. Thus, I said not negated.
Yep.
So, because Zard is special summoned, all cards that my opponent currently controls will be destroyed.
Good.
Cutter tap. This was still during your end phase, so do you want me to cut or tap since I looked into my deck?
You're good. Let's keep this rolling for everyone to see on both sides.
Alright then. Now it's my turn.
Come in.
I activate the spell card Pendulum Call. By discarding one card, I can add 2 Magician Pendulum monsters with different names from my deck to my hand. And until my opponent's next turn, the end phase of my opponent's turn, after the resolution, Magician cards in my Pendulum zones cannot be destroyed by card effects.
Okay.
So I'll be adding Black Fang and Purple Poison Magician.
Good.
Cutter tap.
Tap.
Alright. Now, I will Pendulum Summon Supreme King Gate Magician from my extra deck, then from my hand, Black Fang Magician and Purple Poison Magician. And now Supreme King Gate Magician's in special summon effect. I get to add a card that mentions Supreme King Zard in its card text other than a spellcaster type. And I will be adding this card. Excuse me. Next, I'll tribute Black Fang Magician and Purple Poison Magician. To tribute summon Supreme King Dragon Odd Eyes. Now I'll proceed to battle phase. Supreme King Zard, direct attack for 4,000.
Okay.
I'll set one card face down to start through my main phase 1. Then I'll activate Supreme King Gate 0.
Hey, Rebel. Okay.
Next up, I'll normal summon the Tuna Monster, White Wing Magician. With that, I'll proceed to end my turn.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. I draw. Set a card face down. Set a monster, pass the turn.
Alright then. I'll draw for my turn. I activate the spell card Pendulum Call.
One.
Drawing one card, I can add 2 Magician Pendulum monsters with different names from my deck to my hand. And Magician cards in the fusion zones cannot be destroyed by my opponent's card phase.
Okay.
And I'll be adding these 2.
Okay.
Now, I'll set the pendulum scale by placing Perform a Pal Celestial Magician and a pendulum. Next, I'll use Supreme King Magician's effect to send a Pendulum Monster, a Pendulum Dragon, a BlazerDragon, Single Dragon, or Fusion Dragon monster in my hand or extra deck to the graveyard to special summon it to my hand. And I will be ditching Crystal Clear Wing Single Dragon from my extra to the grave to special summon Supreme King Magician from my hand. And now Supreme King Magician's special summon effect. I get to add a card that mentions Supreme King Zargan's card text other than a spellcaster type.
Okay.
Next, I'll use White Wayne Magician and Supreme King Gate Magician to link summon. Link to Beyond the Pendulum. Now, if this card is link summoned, I get to pay 1,200 of my life points in order to add a pendulum monster from my deck to my hand.
Okay.
And I'll be adding this card.
Okay.
Now, with Supreme King Gate 0 at scale 0 and Perform a Pal Celestial Magician at scale 8, I'm allowed to pendulum summon monsters whose levels are between 1 and 7. First, for my extra deck, I will special summon White Wing Magician and Supreme King Gate Magician. Then I will pendulum summon Harmonizing Magician from my hand.
Okay.
Harmonizing Magician's effect for Chain Link 1 and Beyond the Pendulum's effect for Chain Link 2. Because I pendulum summon monsters with different levels to zone that this link monster points to, I can destroy 2 cards on the field. And I'll be destroying your face down monster and spell a trap.
I have none in my spell or trap. There's a monster.
Alright, only 1 monster.
Yep.
In that case, I'll be destroying my tutor monster, White Wing Magician. Next, Harmonizing Magician's effect. To end the link, I'll special summon 1 Magician Pendulum monster from my main deck to my field in defense position, but that monster's effects are negated. And I'll be special summoning Black Fang Magician in defense. Cut attack.
Cut.
Alright. Next, I'll overlay my level 4 Harmonizing Magician and Black Flame Magician. I will now exceed summon into rank 4 Raider's Knight. Next, I'll use Raider's Knight's effect to detach one material, and use Raider's Knight's effect to exceed summon the Phantom Knights, a Ray Raptor, or Xyz Dragon and Xyz monster that's one rank lower or higher than its.
Okay.
In this situation, I'll use a rank up Xyz evolution for rank 5, Arc Rebellion Xyz Dragon. Next, I'll set one card face down, and I'll proceed to battle phase. Beyond the Pendulum will attack you directly for 1,200.
Okay.
Defeat King Gate Magician for 2,500.
Okay.
And next, Arc Rebellion Xyz Dragon for 3,000.
Okay.
That's a grand total of 6,700 subtracted from your life points. And with that, I'll proceed to main phase 2. And I'll use Beyond the Pendulum and Supreme King Gate Magician to link some. And to exceed the pendulum. And now exceeds effect, I get to add a pendulum monster from my extra deck to my hand. And next, I'll use a quick effect of Exceeds to special summon Supreme King Gate Magician to a zone that this card points to. In defense position. And with that, my turn comes to an end.
Okay. Activate my spell card Monster Reborn to bring back my speaker for the ice barrier so I can, let's see here. And no, I haven't normal summoned yet. I will normal summon my strategist of the ice barrier. He has an effect here. If I send an ice barrier monster to the grave, you can send one ice barrier monster from your deck, from your hand to the graveyard, and then draw one card. And I'm doing that with my Zoom Jin of the ice barrier. And I will set a card in my back row. And with that, pass the turn.
During your end phase, I'll activate Soul of the Supreme Celestial King. And I'll tribute Supreme King Gate Magician, since it's a spellcaster type, whose original attack points are 2,500, as well as a Pendulum monster.
Okay.
Now, for my graveyard, I'll banish Crystal Clear Wing Synchro Dragon.
Okay.
Next, I banish Next, I'll banish RX Pendulum Dragon for my main.
Okay.
Next, 2 more monsters to banish. Starving Venom Player Power Fusion Dragon. And Odd Eyes Rebellion Z's Dragon. Now the Green King Zark comes forth. And now, with my currently listed monsters banished, Zark's effect triggers upon its own special summon, destroying all cards on the field that my opponent controls.
Okay. Go back to the trap. A trap into monsters. A Mr. Planeswalker.
Hello. Now,
Pretty good, you.
I will draw for my turn. I'll activate Odd Eyes Rebellion. I'll activate Arc Rebellion EZ Dragon's effect. I detach 1 material. And then for the rest. And then all other face-up monsters on the field are currently negated because this card has a Dark Attribute Disease monster. But more than that, the primary focus is that it gains attack points equal to the total original attack points of all other monsters on the field. And that's a total addition of 6,000 attack points to Arc Rebellion's 3,000. Now, Odd Eyes Arc Rebellion is Eve Dragon, direct attack for 9,000. And during the use Arc Rebellion is Eve Dragon's effect, it's the only monster that can declare attacks.